1500 Almanesson Road, health officials say there is some risk you may have been exposed to hepatitis A late last month, specifically if you visited the restaurant between December 26th and 30th. Officials say a food handler from the restaurant tested positive for the virus. There is almost no risk of infection for those who have been vaccinated. There is low risk for those who have not. If you aren't sure of your vaccination status, check with your healthcare provider. Health officials say that 2 to 7 weeks after exposure, symptoms start to appear, including abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, tiredness, poor appetite, jaundice, and dark urine. The health department says the restaurant was given a satisfactory rating last year and was re-inspected after the exposure, again receiving a satisfactory health rating. A spokesperson for Darden Restaurants, which owns the Olive Garden chain, says the restaurant is working with officials to ensure all necessary sanitary measures are in place. Those with questions can contact the county health department. I'm Matt Coughlin, KYW News Radio 1039 FM.
The KYW News Radio Medical Report with Dr. Brian McDonough.
Sponsored exclusively by Independence Blue Cross.
According to a report in the Journal of the American Medical Association, the federal government is looking at ways to install guardrails when it comes to the use of artificial intelligence in healthcare. However, the science is way out in front of the legislators. Projects like creating a patient's virtual identical twin in the AI world could help personalize treatment. But there is good with the bad. Your patient record may soon be created using AI marketed as a great way to save doctors time and increase profits for their employers. AI, which is still far from perfect, could play a crucial role in creating your diagnosis and treatment plans. To merge AI into healthcare safely, it might take much more than guardrails. I'm Dr. Brian McDonough, KYW News Radio 1039 FM.
Since the start of the year, much of Amtrak's 30th Street station has been closed for renovations, and that means there haven't been many places for travelers and commuters to find food. KYW's Mike DiNardo has this.
Dan Bunker of Fairmount boarded his train at 30th Street hungry.
I was here last weekend looking for something to eat, getting on an Amtrak, and I couldn't find anything and had to wait till I got to New York.
With the food court area walled off for large-scale construction, only one Dunkin' counter and a Hudson vending area are available.
Yeah, I mean, the vending machines are nice, but they don't have many of the options I'm looking for, really.
You want something hot?
Right, exactly.
The limited food options disappointed Isabella Flynn of Northern Liberties.
All the other major cities that are on the East Coast have really decent train stations with a lot of options.
Amtrak says Philadelphia will have 20 new food and retail options when construction on this phase of work wraps up. In the meantime, 2 Pret-a-Manger locations are expected to open in the coming month, offering bakery items and salads. At 30th Street Station, Mike DiNardo, KYW News Radio 1039 FM.
Now the KYW News Radio scoreboard. The 76ers get a win over Sacramento last night by a score of 112-93. Tobias Harris leading the way with 37 points. Flyers get a win in overtime against the Minnesota Wild by a score of 4-3. Joel Farabee with the game-winning goal in OT. And per ESPN, Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown officially out on Monday night with a sprained left knee. Brown hasn't practiced all week. He injured himself in the past Sunday's game against the New York Giants. Again, A.J. Brown out with an injury for Monday's wild card matchup with Tampa Bay. The Birds continue to get ready, though, for Monday night, as we hear from KYW's Matt Leon.
The Birds practiced Friday, but a couple of key Eagles sat out because of injury for a second straight day. Wide receiver A.J. Brown did not practice because of his knee issue, and safety Reed Blankenship was sidelined again by a groin problem. Another safety, Sidney Brown, also did not practice for a second straight day, but he is out long-term with a knee injury. Punt returner Britton Covey was limited on Friday with a groin issue. Now, there was some good news from the injury report. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, who was limited on Thursday in practice because of that finger injury he suffered against the Giants last week, he was a full participant in Friday's workout, as were quarterback Darius Slay, running back DeAndre Swift, and wide receiver Devontae Smith. All three had missed the Giants game. Matt Leon, KYW News Radio 1039 FM.
I'm Raquel Williams. Do you know a game changer? You know, the people who help to lift up and advance the lives of people of color in and around Philadelphia. Go to KYWNewsRadio.com/Game Changers to nominate an unsung hero making an impact in the community. Winners will be honored during Black History Month. That's KYWNewsRadio.com/Game Changers.
Sponsored by Hatfield. Find your flavor with Hatfield.
At Independence Blue Cross, we know life presents many choices, so we give our members choices, like access to the region's strongest network of doctors and hospitals, flexibility, like in-person or virtual doctor visits, and a range of health plans for every budget. For 85 years, IBX has been the region's #1 choice for health insurance. Now's the time for you to choose the right coverage. Enroll at IBX.com by January 19th for coverage that begins on February 1st.
Oh, I wish I could get this stupid jar open.
Jars can be tough, am I right?
Who are you? And how'd you get in my kitchen?
It's me, Flo, and I'm here to grant your wish of easily switching to Progressive and helping you get a discount that honors the time spent with your previous insurer.
Great, but what does that have to do with getting this jar open?
Nothing.
So you can't open this?
Oh, I just do insurance. Jars, I leave to the professionals.
Sign up for Progressive and opt into more savings. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who's facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. You need a partner you can count on. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Offices in Pittsburgh, Beaver, and Cranberry Township. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
K1 opening news time 10:22. Time for traffic and weather on the 2s. In the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. What's happening, Andy?
Hey, thank you so much, Pete. Still very busy. We're traveling Vine Street Expressway. Watching this in the cameras. We're still seeing delays both directions on the Vine. That's thanks to emergency road work. Left lanes are out in both directions, the entire length of the Vine. It's going to stay that way till Sunday at 5 o'clock if you're coming 676. Vine Street Expressway westbound starts backing up right to the 95 ramps. It's going to stay very slow up to about Broad. Eastbound, not bad as you're getting away from 76, but just before the Parkway, you hit the brakes, and it's just going to stay slow until you work your way past Broad as well. Again, those left lanes are going to be out Sunday until Sunday at 5. Now, if you're coming Schuylkill, 76 eastbound, been watching this one for a little bit now as well. We do have an accident. It's not really blocking the expressway itself. You've got a bunch of police vehicles and a bunch of other cars on that ramp as you're coming from Belmont into 76 East, right at the feed-in point. You've got probably about 8 vehicles off on the shoulder, and unfortunately, at least 4 of them have